So today is December the 27th, making today's math wisdom, God self, adding up 2 and 9 is 2 and 7 is 9. We're born to make manifest. As far as, of course, there is no 27th letter, so the second letter and the 7th letter being 2 is B, which is born, or B, and then 7 is God. G, B, God, showing and proving the 9th letter, I. So in this knowledge, as you come to it, of course, the initial reaction to hearing a person saying they're God or have a God self or any of that is blasphemy if you are of a certain school of thought. And once you overcome this, it is easy to then misuse your power or misunderstand the concept and abuse it in a way that you're saying I am God, or I was born God, or I be God, which is 9, 7, and 2, or 2, 7, and 9, however you want to look at it. But as far as the wisdom showing and proving, meaning your actions don't show and prove, or must always show and prove the God self, the highest self. This is not saying that we can't, because this is not saying that you can't, like you must abstain completely from, excuse me, the lower self of the material world, because at the end of the day, we are all humans. But the point is to not be a slave to anything, to really master self, and only serve one master. You can't say you only serve one master if you have some addiction or affliction or point of weakness that you're not addressing. Because the point is to know yourself, to recognize your traumas and all the things that make you you and give you your character traits and defense mechanisms and coping mechanisms, and then to face that and to better oneself or refine oneself in this truth. And for me personally, it is really, as I illustrate, hopefully every day, willfully every day, it is reminders, daily reminders of accountability and different ways to show and prove this accountability or this truth, that I know that I am in control. I am the ruler and the master of my own cipher. But this must show and prove in action, or in wisdom. And it must also show and prove in what is made manifest. Meaning, whatever your circumstance or position you find yourself in, you must understand the hand you played in it. And if it is not of the highest self, then you must be working to better it, to elevate it. Always be elevating. Again, I say it is okay to be a work in progress as long as you work in progress. This probably not gonna be a long video. As far as the letters I was doing today, I believe today will be X for unknown. And another way for me to look at the unknown is the people who are unknown to themselves, meaning they don't know themselves enough to hold themselves accountable to the standards of the highest self, and being able to find an understanding of, like, to know the unknown, and for that to show in your action and to have an understanding of them and of their way of life, and to not wield your power in a way that, what is the word I'm looking for? In a way that harms or takes away from whatever, like, the whole point of these teachings, to my understanding, is that they should be taught. They were pulled out of the temple and brought to the streets for all the people, in an attempt to bring civilization back to the wilderness of North America, as it was so eloquently put. And just yesterday, talking to my sister, I am Brittany Gale, owner and curator of MakeYourOwnTime.com. She was saying, I don't remember her exact words, but I was like, yeah, that what you just said was knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's the 1, 2, and the 3. And also that they are, everything is the 1, the 2, and the 3, even in the 1 to 9, in my opinion. If I could illustrate this briefly. So, in the 4, 5, and 6, that is just another 3, obviously, but it is also the 4 is really the 2, because your wisdom is action, and your culture or your way of life is in your actions, your everyday routine. And 5 is really the 1, which is power. The 1 on your 4 actually, giving you knowledge, which is where you get this truth from. Like, the knowledge is the truth, and to gain this knowledge and to exercise it and to gain an understanding of it and then to apply it to your life is where your power comes from, this truth. And the equality, since we are in the second tier, this 3, equality is the understanding, the 3 double, which is why equality is making understanding understood, in its most symmetrical breakdown. And then the 7, 8, 9 would again be 1 and 7, because this knowledge of the highest self is it is the knowledge of the highest self. And then 8 the two is a multiple with the in the action. Every action you are either building or destroying. It is in your building and destroying. You have to use your wisdom to decide which is beneficial for or detrimental, which is the word I was looking for earlier. Which is beneficial or detrimental to the cipher. And the objective, the agenda, the goal, the mission. And if the mission is to elevate, which one of these are going to elevate me and which one of these are going to bring me to a lower state. And of course, the 9 is, so we are in 3 dimensions. So if you had understanding, which is love, and you cubed it, or you put it in a 3-dimensional, if you put it in the 3rd dimension, or cubed it, like I said, that will be 9, born or made manifest. Which is, like I said, the 1, 2, and 3 is the, then 2, 1, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 again. Which is really just like the frequency of, I don't know, the cycle of life, the life cycle, but not in the circle, because again, the circle, if you take the circle and split it, and then,
Dad, can I bring Nani back in?
yes, you can let him in. So if you take the circle, yes, that's not a good circle, but still, and you split it, and you turn it, or you turn it like that. My hands can't turn like that, but you get that. It's the same thing. This is continuous and linear and going through time, and this is when you realize that time is an illusion. This is linear and going through time, where it seems like the past is over here and the future is over here, but really, it is the cipher. But peace, wisdom of your higher self, may you apply this knowledge in a way that is beneficial and ascending to you. And may you make manifest all that you will with your higher self. Y'all cool.